adofo no mecheche amunyana medin editor the Fred ma munyana akwa eba the announcer newspaper so say wo hwe me a me chia ba bia wo bia say Twene Jonas na busuani bi o se na busuani no me se na busuani a no say ya impose nkontompo a wa frɛ me na o pamacho say o sere me a yenye ho adwuma yi man na yenya bibia na ono akasa ene Twene Jonas bekasa sebeya se subam boni na uwum no obejai na in fact nipa ne kasa no na o super wasi wonim de ha Twene Jonas se abrante a wasi so na instead of say obebu ade no umu ade na utie abusuani na sema wo kan wasi even Twene Jonas kura no omutunufo a wontie na omakasa akire no se abere nyina no ewo se o kan nsem a amanfo kaseti ya omododo nti ewo se odibuo ema empanifo na okasa yie enso so okasa bia Twene wo mfana sem no na de wo ne se no ba bia aduro no samobaka ya on se hopsin adoye ba abonten e de nsem bi betu dwa na hopsin nsem a odi tu dwa ne kire se eda Twene Jonas beba abonten abekasa etia na nado Ghana mampanyine bia no obe make sure se obe me de no aba oman Ghana mu chese ye bebo no de naba oman Ghana mu Evelyn Taylor to say me chia ye bebo no de naba oman Ghana mu chese obe ye ho adwuma nyina se be ya Twene Jonas beba beduru Ghana obeduru na afei wo hu se awia na sha ase ebo no wo say yes waduru Ghana Charles West ana ebo to say me chia na adofo no abusuani ne metwetwe nkomo no o kire me mu se in fact ama say no wo mabusu omo da wo mo na because ayam hihye bi aba abewura omu na ayam hihye aba na abewura omu nyina ne se omo nim ade ha Twene Jonas se bibi ne ha no se bibi na akutia ne honhom se na ni kan yo se eniema na one amanfo no nom na eye ne sa o ntimi hu enti aha na pa ye se ade se ikoso na omutunufo a ontie enti according to the also ya busuani no kire se wose sa abrante no se nke ya wadi ka no guso ka kire mpanifo ni baabi ase osere nka omunya bibia ema no enka na woni no enkasa se be ya obesesa na me ma ne kasa no wo hwe ma me ni su la wo su ni se di osi kasa utimu sese bibi ha no paaye na me no anya fra o fra me na me ka ho asem ena anya se di osi kan na asem na me ka ho asem me de masem ni se yanhwe no emani ni di Ghana mampanyina atem ena yanhwe no mani ni di Ghana mpanifo atem sabe owo ho kwan se o kire na adwen kire de eni ba akofo tirim ayen within his right se o kire na adwen ba se o kire na adwen a na obidi mpanifo atem a enya de se bete ase na ate ase kina enu nti sade nema sitie no ye de me de me ni ba bi asem na duru sa na me kan ye Twene Jonas ba ndora be ka se omuntimi nye no foko omuntimi nye bibia omuntimi ma na ma ni nyina ne se ekwan ofa so ba abrochire no wi aso obi okwan ofa so ba abrochire ono ne de no ekoye se enyumtuni bi ba abrochire ena obeka ho bi na obaye DJ White or the sense White so sesen ena de nya White DJ Switch ena woni no no mobile na de akoba ne se akwese DJ Switch kura no kura be ba America kura na ebeye din because omo a no mo kan interact no mobile no Twene Jonas ka ho ye hu ba bia omo afa that means a block one so chance enti ono kura ni abere se omo atimi allocate Twene Jonas de a na ewo se ombomode na omode ne bagana obi se opese otie recording se ma me na free patch ona na o se ya ne nwanwa se Twene Jonas behave sa na abusuanu mu no o se wa ma abusuanu ra ho because amanfo bo mu din bone amanfo se wo mu din sesei ni nyina ne se Twene Jonas nti because o maka akira akasa akira na wo mfa na minim se bia meka se odi atem bi ma mabusua no na me so mebo musu se o minim ba wo se even frema cross frema nya o mabusua ni o musu o minim frema ba bia o minim ne ba bia na mse wa hwe we na wo ba abontin be klemu se unua ne Twene Jonas ebe di Ghana fo atem be di Ghana mpani fo atem se wa yera nti wo hwehwe no meanwhile so okra so se nya wo busua ni no ena mse asem be nkura ni a na enkura we ya maba wiase a mummu ade na mo sore a ensem bia na mo beka esoso mo ka ensem ya mo ni bibia mo ka fa ho de wo mne se maame no ne ra akopa yi se Twene Jonas igu o mabusua ni mase because abusua no according to maame no kire se abusua no ya abusua asebe o me reserve obi anya o mo ho asem bone nka ezo Twene Jonas nti amanfo sore a abusua yi o mu di o mate bi kaseti o mo ebinum kura chese awereko na emfata se bibi sa bekoso na omutunufo awontie omunim de ha ne sese se he's being tormented bibi na ya no se hunhun bi na akutia no se ono akasa bibi na ya no yentimi hu ohun enti asema maami wo kan no na me no de ha me ne se mo amutie mi sese ohun ya na ya kan asema obia ba na kire na dwena e ya adwenkyere o me ba da di Fred mbekire ma dwene wo so bekire wa dwene na mo a mo sore a atemdidie mo di ahye mo nipadua no ebia ma me no papa kra no oye awiamuni awiamfo omo ye awiamfo a kyese omo dwene omo ho omo ni kyese bibi boni bia fo omo abrabo ho enso ho kate boni na abese nkate ni nyina nkate boni na abese nkate ni nyina yenya mmere ebinum se ye waste time ho but yenya mmere ya waste time e wo ho because ya nhwe no mani ni Ghana mampanyina saa na Kevin Taylor de sha ase musi omunya Kevin Taylor na hwe wabomode adidi atema ma wo se Ghana din amano ne nti we no you see anon tem before it's too late what you say enra mo hu se officially me report no ma Facebook for say wo muntie ne video na wo ye no muntie audio na ensem na wo kan wo mu no omo anjeje na omo hu se sansem we no a wo kan ye no e wo hu kwan se wo mo platform so a na omanya ho adwuma nti enra me report ma Facebook for nti omete enti ensan tonche so adofo no wa hwe omampanyini a ohwe oman so sabe nanado onye ni paketo a oyo omampanyini kase obi a ohwe oman nyina so na obehwe na enkura we di na tema enti eye wa busa wo ho enkura mo nyini nuru baabia mo mobra nuru baabia mo nheda mobra enuru baabia na omampanyini Ghana mampanyini enye se ayi mukrom ho nko a panyini o oman panyini na obehwe na nkura ntotofi wa we na omudi opanyini atem sese ente ya me nsa aka ne kire se osinadoye enya de so obeka ho asem biem sese Oma montese o ye ho interview kura but underground no documents bia wo se ko ha documents bia wo se ye adwuma no ashase process na ashase enti onka ho asem biem samo kaya mo hu se nra ode betu dwa se eye Twene Jonas babedina na ado atem biem am se na ano kura obe make sure se obe ye ho adwuma se be ye de ne beba na anya se bia ne ba no ne hia no but obe make sure say e kwan yon fa so ba ha no na ne mmera so e wo so ko Ghana no obe make sure say omo a ne de ne ba ye obe san e de na akọ Ghana ma hu se binom atwitwa small videos bi e de ne nam so daddy Fred kra no wa support Twene Jonas daddy Fred kra wa support Twene Jonas nam se wa hwe inimrem so wote ho a ho na ade bi wo ho na wo ka ho asema tenase nebusa contents na nipa de ka asem no me se wo kasa na se udi atema enya de se ma be supporto ba wo kasa na wasem ne ye papa na wa ni atema ye baba be supporto sa bra na Twene Jonas e kasa fa galamsey ho e no se galamsey no ade a wo mo ye no e sensase e sensuo e yampa e real se sensase sensuo enti enyina be gina mu se da bi galamsey na wo mu tututu amana sensuo sensase no enya de say boa future generation enti o say mpanifo ahemfo any politicians ka ho bi o ka ho bia na wo say wo gyan ye ba ebe ka asasem no the next day na me kra menti say video na sa wo ye no na odi mpanifo atem ewo enti the next program me ba be ye na me ma mu hu say ni program no kra wo ye kra me kire ma dwene say ampa galamsey no galamsey na egwom na okutia ne de mefoa so ba na tem didie ne de enya de se mefoa so na ibin makotwa ehɔ no no mzo that friend class support am so in same way and say adofo no yempe saa suban no e social media so sabi akora wonyine no ba bia wabobra sen waduru sen Twene Jonas waduru sen wo ye hwan na akora kete wonyine no ba bia na ubediga na mpanifo atem ubediga na mpanifo atem anyhow te say the open oba bonten a sabe ke nim sa akora de ho kwan se wo kire wadwene obi ani oni problem o so wo kire wadwene na na do ka bi ma menka bia mamu no na ni gye ho enti ono oye president mirabi ono kura na ye demonstrations ahodro because of waka bi ma menka bia mamu in the democracy de wo kire wadwene obi ani asem ka ba se wo bebo utirim na wo di asem abetu obi so na wo be di mpanifo atem de ade mpanyini wo fie yetetew me pese me busa Twene Jonas yetetew ana sa de ba ne ye wo den say yetetew na wo ye obi na waba na wabeduru fie a e wo se hu se akora de osuban a wo ye bia wo niema bia wo ye bia no wo be ya de respect eba fie wo niema a wo ye no be ya de buo eba fie na wa hwe se mo amudi na chi a mo support na mo share the videos manon me be say me busa mo say sa the videos na mo share manon asembe ne gom nti a mo share say amamfo nti me be say me busa asemben ene wom aseme wom ni say odi omampanyina tem enti wo eya wo fe say akora ti say na wa betena program say me ti program say na odi Ghana mampanyina tem nti eya wo fe say na yetete wo share sa program ne ma no say na yetete wo unyini ye no anase wo si so no ye ka kire wo se wo si so a omo manyini che oni di omatem sa na ye kire wo me pese me busa wo sa na wo busuafo kire wo nya sa na ye kire wo kwan ya befa so abu ade e kwan ya befa so atena fie ni wo bu ade ene omada romanti ni petitiri bia ba social media so a instead of so be kire na adwene no obetena we di atem na we di atem na we di atem na we di atem areho sasa suban no ekoso sabe abrantie we twabo mpanifo no wo wa hu bi anya me nko an mahu omo ba bonten de betu dwa se wayera omo se wayera o ye de enim se wayera ampa nyesa aja daje be di mpanifo atem aka kire mpanifo se ampa wayera ede soboa bomba mpanyini ede soboa bom mpanifo akese afa ye hwe ya se wonyera aye enti question epese ebusa ne se obi nyira aye na mo de bekase wayera no na emfaso be na woso Minia Foster isia Foster Fox FM Ghana Kumasi mechiawo onyera aye na mo de beto wo se wayera na mo pa kire se akora wonyini no ba bia jimi nti no unsua nyansa na wo kire amanfo akire bone akire bone enti obi ba social media so a instead of so be kire na dwene no na odi aya atemdidi na so obu ade a o mampanyini a wo yo mampanyini enya wiase ne binom enya merenya adaje na omo kansem hu a eka obi oyo mampanyini ka wo kasa wo mampanyini wa ka de buo ebema no na sabe na na do dan kwakufu ado oba tena konya so no o de be se Ghana na me pese me busa mo oba ye na Ghana te sen na fahina na mahama wode Ghana aduru what the sumu 4 years obi a obeyi wa firi sumu no wo gina ho di natem Oda sumu no utimi ka kire de oda sum ne se de oyam no nyai. What the sumu emfie mako enan. De no me da kane mu dum so na wom enan udi adanse wadwuma nyina guye. Wasetena mu yedi nipa nya adwuma nye mo ho kire mu. Enso adofo no enei manya ho adaagye ekodi di onu ma musum no ode sum ma am no eno mu kodi akire na mo am nka no kure o se di onu ma am da sum no eno na mo kodi na chi ebra na Dubai ma me bro kokura se ni we sisia ebra na Dubai na dawuruma wachima echehye ne mapa se be ya wasetena ebeko yie se be ya ne mapa bekoso yie wo wakwan mu na Dubai wasetena tesen ene wo mako school kwa o ma eco school kwa o ma eco school kwa wasetena etesen sisi na wa hwe se abrantie we eba na obediga na mpanifo atem na mo mani agye na mo hye na mo nim no me kura ewom na mo hye se oniga na mpanifo atem eya asempa mo hye wo se oniga na mpanifo atem na santete ye musu efre obia were right so expressing no you have the right to express yourself but so who express who and yet to that limit, another level. So we go to the extent, so we insult to empenifua or mabo brachem. Say, she, wabrabo, and no, and as I say, what we for air patch we. Almost all my cassach and crowd wouldn't ye. Nam say, wah, show. Say, we mush crowd with ye. Nabusia for cassach and crowd wouldn't ye. Sa dear oyen, o go busian any massy. Twene Jonas abusuafo na eka so mo kasa kire na wontie ogu abusua nanim ase wi aseman nyina tenema ekoso emfata omabusua mo so mo mpe mo ho asem onko a obe nkate bia befrem ena wo sai abusua ne nkanko ena obia te na ye na twene akokase ena twene akodi amampanyina tem twene akodi ohini we yatem twene nipa baako wadidi atem adidi asofo politicians enkramofo hinhinfo wadidi omo nyina atem aden onko awunim de be na wunim de be pa na wunim na ohun ade na ekoso no ye de ye ntinase se ubendi omampanyina atem we will not sit down so wotena ofie ya ntete uye na so baba akodi na chi na wonsua nyansa your choice we are so be our choice but me de daddy Fred de menhwe no so me di Ghana mampanyina atem I will not sit down. Say omedi di Ghana parliamentarians atem. Say omra medi di Ghana penifo atem. How? Say ye betenasi na akra mo brenu baabia. Utipene na nado na kwakufu ado. Bra wa bonu wo bobida. Baabia Ghana mampanyini waduru bida. Ah? Ne makura utipene ne ma. Na enam se politics intino. Na mumunya adaje mu ba na mabekeka de mo pena moko. Ba an ka kire mo. Wo abudi na kire ya wasemo. Se wonim nyansa na woda na wodwene a. Ubehu se o papa obi bedi o papa atem a enya wo de. Enti wo nhwe se obi ni obi papa atem. Se woda na wodwene na nyansa wo tirima. Ubehu se o maame obi bedi o maame atem a enya wo de. Enti wo nhwe se obi ni obi maame atem. Sa na wo sa wo ye. De ade ye wa enya wo de no. Onye emfa nye obi. Akura keto eya ade na emfata. E wo sa motea no. Sabe oye hwan a oba na obekasa adwenkyere no wo hwe me. Wo so betima kire wadwene bi. Edisa wo kire wadwene. Does it mean say e wo se wo di mpanifo atemansa na wa kire wadwene? Ha? And then ya kan say we de ya kan simple mathematics. How sin what de wo ye? Ene say sisi o ma bonte me kasa bi o ma me kasa mfa Twene Jonas ho na so underground no enkrata bi e wo se ko ba bi enkrata ne nam kwam what I say sabe o kona koduru Ghana na unya si free plane mu na no na fe wo ujimi no nkras ye bia na woye ye no but they also when they say omo di wachi yodium no emre ni duru omo nka ho bio ye de watena play ma wo ko hwi ko back to Ghana no omo nka ho bi nko ana wo ko ena numdwase de obi abetima dwa o ntimi nya mihu ena bibia ntimi nsi na ntimi fa men ko ga ntimi nya sei ba enkrata na de wo ko enye nipa na de wo ko what you say enkrata etra obetwa akira America man no na de wo ko enti obai America for so obai no e wo so di mere sei na mere ni duru na wa kwa wo he America for official outer eno nya obi na e kana asem wo na official outer de wako na no tena prima police ni to nchai usia police ni to nchai de wa ma Ghanaian authority na omo so emere wo so omo no die hwe ma me nka kira wo ya na wiase wo ho before anka obeye saa de ba bi sei no na nka wo hu se wo nan si bibi so what you say because wo ya de bia na wo na because na busu ani asem o ka kire me wo se o mabusu yo mo mpe ho asem se de abusu nse adadwo abusu mo mpe ho asem na Twene Jonas akọfa asem abehye o na de yo mabufu kra ni firima na o ka ho no firima no o mso mo ni firima ba bia o mo ni me ba bia e no no so abeka ho bi enti ya asem areko ba mo nim atete abusuan ne kom mo nim ha wo wom sese because odi omo to amanfo odi amanfo kaseti ya wo mo se ase omo ntimi ntete omo ba ase omo ntimi ntunofo ase omo ntimi nkyere ne de wonye enti amanfo kaseti ya no abusuan no as a result of their inability say wo mo betima handle niema wo ye mami musamo mo amutie mi sese a binom edi atembinom kasa no enti dia ba asem pa na waka ewo ne nsem na oka ne nra nu a atemdidie enim enti ya wo ba ya wunyini duru sei no atemdidie no eno na wope ana wope se mibusa wo atemdidie na wope ana wope se wutimi ye ade bi bra bi wo fie na wo ne amatu mpon ewo wiase atemdidie enti no wa kire wo mo nyansa ni jimi bi ebinom asua enti omo ba program so a ene mrema wanya opportunity aba program live program so enke expect say nka wabaso yi na watwiro nyansasem na ye nyina yesua bi ne akire ya adwene na so de oba atemdidie na ewe ya say na ya say Ghana sa na aduru yesua firi he sa suban boni we yesua firi he sa enkra mu ade na yemfa ne se wa wo hwem ye maame ana wa wo hwem ye papa na oba esori gina wanim na odi watem how would you feel me busa wo oba sori gina wanim ade na mo jeje so no sa na oba esori gina wanim di watem en complaini because so jeje so say Twene Jonas oni amanfo papa no matem oni amanfo maame no matem sabi atem de nka how many minutes eno ase me bie ma no na me di atem bi atem de be ne wo ba yetete wo no ye kire wo se yatete unyansam enti fa unyansa no kasa fa unyansa ne kan se ma nipa besua bibia free mu enya atem didie enne wo hwa a ho obia nipa sori a obia sori a atem didie nko a na na do aye bobone ben mi busam enti bone na na do aye mo ne se wo ma mo ma eco school free me be se mi busawo na na do bone a waye mo no eni se wa ma mo ma eco school free enti bone a waye mo no eni se wa ma mu nya nkane adam ebra wonnum nkane no bone a waye mo ne se wode one district one factory aba wa ma bobusuafo nya adwuma ye na do bone a waye ne se wode ambulances aba ene wo constituency bia wo nya ambulances eno na e bone a waye mo no ebra Bahama no mpenso ambulance Ghana na 54 na wo ho na obi a wono ambulance constituency bia wonya bi no waye wo bone enti bone a waye on say one village one dam ena na kopa amanfo anya nnwuma ye bone a waye mo no oh hwe we are not disputing the fact that you don't have the right to criticize government or any other thing. It is your own prerogative to make to criticize when the need arises. When you think things are not going on well. You have it, it is entrenched in the Constitution, and it is part of human rights that you have a right to express yourself. Freedom of expression. Nobody will gag you from expressing yourself for saying something you think is wrong. But you shouldn't go to the extent of expressing yourself through insult. Where did we learn all these things from? Under normal circumstances, we were brought up to be respectful in our localities or communities. We were brought up to show respect to elderly people. Irrespective of the fact that you disagree with somebody or you agree, doesn't give you the mandate or doesn't give you the audacity to go to that extent to insult the person. Now, look at this critically. The person that you are insulting is older than you. He's about 75 years and you are 30 column. Now, insulting somebody who is older than you, do you know the repercussions behind? Do you know the consequences as a result of that? Go read your Bible. It will tell you that you have to show respect to your elderly people. You go to school. Your teachers teach you how to be respectful and how to talk politely. They teach you how to communicate your message very effectively without insult. So is it how you were brought out? Is it how you were trained? Is it how your family brought you up? This is very sarcastic. This is very sad situation. Things that we don't need to entertain, things that we don't need to encourage. We need to know that automatically there are people who are in higher positions that we need to show respect to them at all times. Twene Jonas has a right to criticize the president if he thinks things are not going on well. But in another coin, while criticizing the president, you have to be circumspect in terms of the words that you use at a given period of time. When you're speaking, you can speak politely and you can communicate your information very effectively. But it has been part of us of recent times that every person, anytime the person wants to talk about issues in Ghana, the person has to resort to insult. Where did you learn this? Where did you learn this? And this issue shouldn't be encouraged in our locality. It shouldn't be entertained at all. And you see some people who portray themselves to be nice people with good, having good intelligence, being so nice, smart and other things, but they'll go out and encourage somebody who is insulting the president of Ghana. Now, ask yourself, the president is equivalent, the age group is the same as your father. Will you be happy if I come out to insult your father? I think you will not be compromising. You will not be happy about it. But you will feel comfortable insulting somebody's father. What do you gain from it? You are passing information across. You are bringing issue out. Something that you think is not going on well in the country. You are talking about it. It's fine. Because you are Ghanaian, you have the right to express yourself. You have the right to point out things that you think are not going on well. It's very acceptable. But to go to the extent of using your criticism mechanism to insult elderly people, I don't think it's right. Ghanaian culture, we all know that people are very respectful. Even when you go to workplaces and you say you are Ghanaian, the way they are called you respect, it's not easy. Simply because they know how respectful you are. They know that you were brought up from a very renowned and very respectful, polite community or society. But all of a sudden, look at what is going on social media. Instead of expressing yourself on issues that you don't understand, you go and you sit down, mention the person's name, and insult the person. So let me ask you, what will come out from the insult that you are all the time lamenting on, all the time talking about? What do you gain from it? You look at this person, oh, this person is this, then you use his personality to talk. What do you gain from it? Talk about issues. Communicate very effectively and efficiently as well. Talk about something that we all can learn something out of it. I think Facebook was created, or social media platforms were created not purposely for insult. It violates their laws. Their community ethics is not part of it. The social media platforms were created basically for you to do your businesses. You can create image for your product. You can meet new friends. You can share ideas. You can educate each other. That is why we are here educating each other, bringing news across. We share ideas all the time, but not to the extent that you see young guys of recent times sitting on social media insulting people who are older than them. Where did you learn all these things from? It's very appalling and it's very, very disgraceful act. We need to condemn very entirely. And I'm very surprised that you see, yesterday I made a strong appeal to Facebook that if they can go back and revisit Twene Jonas' video and listen to what he said about Ghanaian authorities, more especially the President of the Republic of Ghana, the members of parliament, they can translate the Ghanaian language to English and listen to it. And that's why yesterday I appealed to Facebook. They can see, they can get the clear picture of what the guy said. And it is very sad that we have to encourage this for people, young kids, to learn from them. Because they are role models. Young kids are learning from them. So the young kids who are listening to Facebook or who are listening to their programs, they are only listening to insult. And what do they also do to their parents? I don't think it's right. And I don't think we have to encourage this to go on social media platforms. That is why yesterday I appealed to Facebook to revisit Twene Jonas TV, his video, listen to it and translate it to English language and listen to the words that he used against the president of Ghana. I don't think it's right. And I don't think we have to encourage this. Where my brother, my sister, we are all matured. And if you have concern, if you have issue that you need people to get what you are saying, there are so many ways that you can communicate them across. And there are so many ways that you can say your issue across. When you want something from your daddy and you go and insult your father, are you going to get what you want from him? And who even taught you that the best thing to communicate is insult? Who taught you that? You went to school, you learned something. Your teachers, they were able to brought you up to be polite and respectful in communities, to be polite and respectful in societies. That is where they taught you. They taught you to be nice and respectful, to be respectful at all times. Your family members train you. They brought you up so that you be a person of substance who can help the family in one way or the other. And this is the character you have adopted on social media. And people watching you all the time, what are they learning from you? You are impacting unethical behavior to a lot of people who are watching you. And I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's fair. And that is why I feel very sad about this situation going on this platform. You have a right to express yourself. No one will gag you from expressing yourself. It's part of your fundamental human rights. It is entrenched in the Constitution of Ghana that every individual, based on Ghana, the fact that Ghana is practicing democracy, you have a right to express yourself if you think things are not going on right. No one will kick against your expression. But as much as you're expressing yourself, you must do that with respect. You must talk in such a way that somebody will listen to you and learn something from you. Look at those who are writing under this program now. You will see that they are very good. They know how to write very well, but what they write is insult. Because Twene Jonas has propagated those ideologies into their minds. So all the time when they come and you are doing program, they just write insult. And I don't think Facebook should allow these things to go on their platform. Because this is becoming very sad situation and it is affecting Ghanaian community. There are so many countless of people who come on social media. Instead of talking about issues that we can learn something from it, they are resorting to insult all the time. And it violates the community ethics. Why is it that they are still on social media doing that to other people? Which is sad. Their question, and what say we have to learn and we have to stop that. You see, somebody who is very renowned person, who has been occupying a position, which is very great position, He is the president of the Republic of Ghana. And you have a young boy of about 30 years going on Facebook to insult the president of the Republic of Ghana. Not the fact that he is criticizing the president, but insulting the president's personality, using his physical characteristics to insult him. And I don't think Facebook can compromise this, and they will not compromise this. And we will not accept that. No. We will not accept that. You have the right to express yourself, fine. But we won't sit down for you to insult elderly people and creating bad image for Ghanaians. And little kids who are listening to you on Facebook, they are learning insult from what you are saying. And they're also propagating the same message across. What are you teaching the young generation? And as a matter of fact, Obia ni wagaga obia so obia nkyere na adwene anaso obia nkyere na adwene ba enye sei na wo se kɔ anya Twene Jonas busuafo ya no mo ne mekase maami wasu saa wasu wonim de ha Twene Jonas omatunufo a wontie omaka wontie ɛna ɔsɔre a wodi mpanifo ade maami ne se wa wo hwɛ baabi a manyina duri so obi di matema sɛ ne mesi afɛ oh a very sad situation. And this I want to one I was support at him didi a na mehu de unya free mu. Se message na wo kan na assembly a wo kan na support aye. But him didi hwe also be atwere wa ase wo say who is president. And just still na no value na wo mu ade so. Wo bebusa me say why ni president. You don't respect and you are not trained properly. Me nem ba bia wo free antete wo yie na wo bebusa me say question no. Ote Ghana unim sɛdeɛ Ghana to aba eyi ɔmampanyini wonim ɔmampanyini ni munyam ekuta no na mo nkura mo nyine no baabia na mo di sɛ suban we ya hyemumu na mo yes adie we di tia mo man mo wi ama bɛka sɛ adwuma ni Ghana mo wi ama bɛka sɛ ahokyerɛ wɔ Ghana na mo nim sɛ mo ano a mo de kansɛm no nome no na ɛba mo so ama ahokyerɛ ne ɛyɛ mo manu na mude kaseti o mampanyini no afi de mo pese o mampanyini mum na ema madwuma na munye ba mo manu no na mude di natem uti Germany kwatwe fun si usise udi Germany president asem na hwe de ebesi kwatwe fun se udi natem na hwe de ebesi what wo ga America kwatwe fun si na wani se udi America wo beti de ebesi oh momma yemu ye mampanyini ne ye man panifo na momma ye nton ye man abonten se be ya ye bebu ye man no abonten Ghana e your man ba pa o man pa a wo ho a ani gye ne asomdwe e wo ho Ghana your man o man no etumpon a niema pa na na adodi gu akwan mu no obi adi mu adanse se niema pa e koso wo Ghana enso ho ebi no obi a wona dwene obi aba wo de wo ka ba Ghana e koso kama sabe na na do nya obaaye e na obese Ghana e na nya se obaaye e na ono ne baaye na obese wo man Ghana ati ase na na do baaye no ono na etoto niema yie se be ya wo ni wabusuani omo ho beto mo se be ya wo ani unua mo ho beto mo enso de wo boa mo no ono mom na mudi natem de wo boa mo no ono mom na mo kasetia no de wo boa no mo no ono mom na mo sei ni din na wa hwe se nti wo da sorry na wudi o mampanyina tem wo da sorry na wudi o mampanyina tem na o mampanyina ne wo minister so di o matem hwie na ade echi na o da sorry a de be na wuti bo aka kire wo e pese me busa wo se o man nyina panyini na wudi natem na ade echi wo hu ni TV so a de ben na wuti ebo aka kire wo mama yensu nyansa na Ghana ye man a ye nyantete ye pa o man a ye call ye kire ye nyansa se ye mfa ye nyansa ne nkire amanfo yen kan sema eyasumdue sem nkire amanfo enye niema a edi ntetimu edi abusuan ntetimu ene niema ba moya ma he ohun se o moya ma abufo bia ba hihye binum mu ne anibra bia ba hihye binum a o se ma brabo esumu se mo hwe anibra abahihye binum mu so ono a o engineers a niema no ensem so o kan nye no kware And so share or can seven. Twene Jonas sorry or kase so ba kokore ni we no kore o. Na ama behye mumu. Te said de America de we see ha wawie. We so mo America. They will tell you. And this our to na oman no o man ya wo firi mu na wo di mpanifo atema. Your choice. But the person me busa wa say o man panyin bi obetena aso mre bi etwa mu no. Mahama. De be na oje e de ma mo nka nkere ye. Enkane na odundum ye no ene na ya de pa. Corruption sikadi e course no ena ya de pa. Ahokyere a woni wabusua fa mu no ena ya de pa. Eniema ankoye wasetena mu ena ya de pa. Na adubaye ototo niema se be ya wo daachi ebekoyie. Se be ya niema pa ebekoso yie wo wakwan mu. Na ade a ekoso no, this is the time we have to come out and talk about this issue. Ghana is a peaceful country. But you see, there are some people on social media. They are creating bad image for the country. They are creating impression that like Ghana is a hell, Ghana is this is my brother. Ghana is a very nice place to stay. You want Ghana, you want the government to create jobs. The government is going out to talk to the investors to come to the country and invest so that you will get job to do. And you are the same person creating bad image for the country outside. So how do you think that the government will be able to get people to come and invest in their country for you to get job to do? You shouldn't forget where you were. Some years back, you were sleeping in darkness for complete 4 years. Have you forgotten? You were in darkness. There were no electricity anywhere for complete years. You suffered that consequence of which you haven't committed any offense to be suffering like that. You were facing hardship. Unemployment situation was skyrocketing during that time. People were struggling to get food to eat. Standard of living falling gradually. But through the Nanado's intervention, look at what is happening in the country. Today, your children are going to school free. They don't pay school fees. The money that you were supposed to use to pay school fees, now you are keeping the money in your pocket. Instead of congratulating him, instead of thanking him for the good work he has done for you, you are here insulting him. Now look at various districts. You have one district, one factory. Do you know the number of jobs that the one district, one factory will create for people? Some time back, you were not having ambulance. There wasn't any ambulance. Only 54 ambulances in Ghana. The whole country, 30 million, only 54 ambulances were in the country. Through Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's regime. Now look at it. Every constituency has one ambulance. And now if you are sick or any of your family members are sick, they have access to the ambulance. Very, very easy access to the ambulance to go to the hospital to get to receive medical attention. So you can see all these things going on. The president is doing his best to make sure that Ghanaians live better. Ghanaians' standard of living will be so good for them. Employment will be something for they will be getting jobs to do. Instead of saying something good for the country, you are going out creating bad image, destroying the image of the country outside. At the same time, insulting the people who are governing the country. What do you think you are? So my brother, my sister, it's very sad that we look on to allow those things to go on social media. As much as you have the right to express yourself, doesn't give you the permission to insult individuals, innocent individuals, their personality. That is why I have appealed to Facebook to revisit Twene Jonas' page and look Twene Jonas TV and listen to some of his videos. Translate the language from Ghanaian language to English and listen to the content in the videos. You see how he's insulting Ghanaian authorities. And I don't think we have to entertain that in our community. It's very bad. He's passing sad information, very bad information to the generation. For instance, if a young kid is listening to him and is learning insult, what do you think the young kid will be in future? So Facebook have to step up on this issue. It's very sad that we allow him to use insult on social media platforms. encouraging people to learn how to insult elderly people. I don't think it's right. Thank you for joining. I'm hoping that Facebook will act on this issue very, very quickly because it's a very sad situation. So, and I think it goes against Facebook's community, violates their community rules. That you have to insulting is violating to their community rules, and I don't think they will encourage that. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Dari Fred. Bye.